Hello everyone and welcome to my playthrough of Half-Life Alyx on the PC without using a VR headset. These are the settings that I'm using to play the game today, and there's a little transition there to remove the loading time because that's very annoying on PC. I think that the loading time is quite substantial. And this is a post commentary over the gameplay because I didn't fancy doing live commentary. And as we see here, we get a spoiler for the end of Half-Life 2 Episode 2, so I'm sorry about that, but this gives some context about when the events of this game are taking place, which is about 5 years before Half-Life 2. So, as I mentioned, a post-commentary over the gameplay, so I hope you like this format. At this moment in time I have actually got gameplay of all of Half-Life Alyx because I want to do a video dedicated to what I think about it without VR. So I hope that I can get that out in a timely manner, but I might put this out to begin with. And as you can see here, we got the Citadel being constructed, so this looks pretty damn good, don't you think? And that was a bit of a fuck up there on the game's behalf, I guess, but this is like the tutorial just to get you used to how things work, and doing this without VR is a little awkward because instinctively you want to use WASD to move, but you actually have to use the arrow keys, and you have to use stuff like right shift to pick up objects, and doing stuff like that is holding right click to be able to move the left hand, which is necessary, I guess, at some points in the game. And you'll see this a lot, this push to quick turn left or right prompt, because I actually don't know how to do that, but it's not like you need it, and that's pressing like insert to push your hands out. And as you see, I'm having some trouble trying to figure out what it is I'm supposed to do here. I'm trying to like push the button on the microphone, but that's not what you're supposed to do. You actually have to you are supposed to do that.
How's it looking up there?
It's good, Dad. Metrocop movement is normal. Same for the Combine patrols. How's it going in the stockyard?
One Combine mini reactor from a shipment of 4,000. They're never going to miss it. Here, see for yourself.
So I'll try and keep quiet over the cutscenes as well.
Someone's hacked into the Combine construction network.
Don't get greedy, guys. We're not made of time here.
1 minute and I'm out.
And there's Russell, who we don't see in Half-Life 2, so God knows what happens to him.
The Combine moving supplies into the quarantine zone. That place has been deserted for years.
That is all.
What is...
Well, we'll look into it when we get back.
What is it?
Meet back at the safe house, baby. We'll be there soon.
It looks like...
What is it, Russell?
Would you...
Oh, and they just hung up on you. Great. So that's like a little bit of setup for the game's plot right there. And they're supposed to see something, but we don't know what it is. So this is like one of the first things that motion controls help with, I guess, is that you're supposed to grab onto a slidey door there and pull it to open it. And here I just like pause the game just because it tells you that's how you pause the game. So just go through here and see what's going to happen. So still there's a strider coming up, and wow, it's too close for comfort. So I only imagine how great that bit right there is in VR to actually see that. I'll almost hit you in the face. But without VR, it takes some of the impact off of it, I guess. And that's what I would say about most of this game, is that some of the impact of certain events is lost because you're not experiencing it the way you're supposed to. And Alyx has a pet snarky snark for some reason, and there is an achievement where if you grab one of the cans and tip it over the top, then you can actually end up feeding the snark, and that's something you can do that I missed on my very first playthrough. And you could just point it at there for whatever reason. There's something that you're supposed to be able to see, like one of the pylons, I guess, that supports the Citadel. So this is like Alyx's setup, spying on the Citadel and seeing what's going on. And so also trying to hit buttons and all that is a bit awkward as well. I get lucky there, but just trying to be able to push buttons is pretty awkward at times. So we go down this elevator and end up in some sort of I don't know, washroom or something, and there's a citizen.
Yep, they got the reactor. Easy peasy. I'm headed back to the safe house right now to meet Dad.
Oh, something's going on.
Go. We'll be in touch. Stay safe.
Something's got the cops wired up. Oh dear. At least the Metro cops don't notice you at all in here. So that's probably got to have something to do with what Eli and Russell are doing. So, as I mentioned, Russell, someone who we don't know, is new in this universe and is not in Half-Life 2 as far as we know, so
Alyx, over here.
what happens to him is a mystery.
This doesn't seem like a routine sweep. Are you sure everything went okay?
100%.
Something's going on here, isn't it?
Something's got the suitcase right back.
Keep your head down and be smart.
Yeah, just lay low, everything will be alright. Bird? Hey, what's going on down here? Well, they're arresting someone down there. And we can kind of slide our hands through the gaps in this gate here. So it's stuff like this that makes the world feel a lot more alive and bigger than it really is. People getting arrested in an area we can't go to. And down here, as we'll just see in a few seconds time when I get to it, there's some people and a scanner's scanning the people and notices us. So damn scanners. So at this point it's just like getting used to the controls and the environments. And I think I noticed on this that there's a article talking about the portal storms, and I think that's something that's like mentioned in Half-Life 2 at least, on one of the news boards or something. And I think the portal storm was supposed to be an entity that was supposed to be in Half-Life 2 but was removed, probably because it was too difficult to actually implement, but I wouldn't know. And I think you can feed the birds with the bread there, but I don't do it. And again, using the ladders, a little bit awkward because your hands don't reach the bars properly. Now what's this? There's a dropship, gunship thing flying overhead. So, whoa. Again, seeing that in VR would be awesome, but without VR it takes some of the edge off it. So we gotta go down, not that way, because that's the Citadel. We gotta go down this way, because there's a vent we can open up by doing that, and just worm our way through. We drop into an elevator and open sesame. Nothing's going to be on the other side, right? Oh shit, there's something on the other side. My hands are up, I swear.
Whoa, wait, I just live here.
Hands are up, you idiot.
Shoot.
Oh no, Eli's been captured. Scanner.
Give us names. Steal anything. Don't care. What did you see? No one, I didn't see anyone.
Oh no, he saw something.
Dad.
Right, no, don't do that.
Wait,
Oh,
no.
when you got shocked, it did. So here's another loading screen that I edited out as best I could. So you see it says press trigger to start, and that loads up the entanglement chapter, which is officially chapter 1 of Half-Life Alyx.
Where are you taking me?
So here we are in the back of some sort of vehicle,
Hello?
some combine transport.
Damn it, where's my father?
Tell her to stop moving around back there.
I move however I feel, you idiots. Oh no, what's going on? Oh ooh. Ouch. So grenade just blew up in their faces and derailed the car with us still in it. So, damn. We survived somehow. But now we can move and figure out what's going on. And if we go back to the back of the van, then what we see here is a different sort of city scanner, right? I'll try and take the headset if I can actually grab onto it. Oh, there we go. And don't know how I did that. There's a button you have to press.
You've got to get moving.
Russell, I've been in an accident.
I know. I caused it. So technically...
Oh, so Russell
not an
caused
accident.
this.
You've got to get moving.
Wait, where's Dad?
He's fine. Follow the drone.
The drone that's getting us out of this place. Okay, that's what I've got to do here. So Russell, the person we don't know, who we've barely been introduced to, is the cause of this.
Yeah, well, no. To be honest, he's in huge trouble.
But
They've still got him. He was in a separate transport.
Oh dear.
you saved me?
Well, yes. I had no way of knowing who was in which van, so... Yes, the result was that I saved you.
Ah,
We
okay.
know where they're taking him.
Criminal holding. And then, when they realise he's Eli Vance, to Nova Prospect.
Oh, not Nova
But I'm
Prospect.
already working on a plan to get him back. You're close to my lab. Keep following the drone. We'll figure out what to do.
So, again, we're walking around. You see the cable there, combine cable, just going all over the place. And as we see, we just go this way and hop over to this wall here.
That's the crazy thing. I don't know. Just blurry pictures of a building.
The Citadel?
No, something else. And whatever it is, they're going to kill anybody who saw it. And anybody who knows anybody.
Oh, and that's the combine checking what's going on there.
And your dad.
Russell, just hang on. I'm almost there.
So blurry pictures of a building, eh? Well, that's going to play a part a little bit later on in the game, I guess. And so that's interesting to note at this stage. So we got a little playground that the little city scanner there interacted with. So as you see, we got to take the ladder upwards, and more destruction caused by the combine cables that are holding the Citadel in place, I guess. Oh, there's another Strider. It's not going to hit the drone. No chat. Oh, it's hit the drone. Shit. Well, that Strider's probably saying in its language, what the fuck was that scanner doing there? It wasn't supposed to do that.
Cut out for a second. I lost the headset video feed. Can you see my drone? Is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Sure. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
Even Alyx is like, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. But there we go. We've got the glorious Citadel in the background under construction, which doesn't really play that big of a part in this game. Spoiler alert. But it's nice to know they're taking some of the emphasis off of that place in this, because it has all the emphasis in Half-Life 2 and then the subsequent episodes about it as well. And the reason why I'm looking around so much around here is because there is an achievement where you gotta hold a gnome pretty much through most of the game, and I heard it was around this area, but I couldn't quite find it. So this run is a no gnome non-VR run of Half-Life Alyx, but I think at this moment in time that achievement is the only achievement I got left to do in Half-Life Alyx, and it's going to take another playthrough to do it. So
Loaded. I'm fine, by the way.
oh yeah, the drone's fucked.
Right, good. That's the main.
Yeah, I'm alright though, that's the main thing, right? Russell's. I just noticed that on the whiteboard, the anagram for Russell's.
Got Dad.
I know. This is bad. They're gonna find out what he knows, and then, yeah, they're gonna kill him.
Oh, God.
But the good news
Oh, and that's
is
another
we've got something that
another achievement as well as use this little scout figure by this computer monitor on this table.
now,
In a
soon
moment.
they're gonna realise that your dad is not gonna talk, and when that happens, he's off to have his brain sucked out.
It's not good.
Potentially, maybe not though. I mean, they could just drill into his. Oh yeah, still your dad.
That's bad.
What they will do is take him by train from here. This is Eli to Nova Prospect.
It's way out of the
I didn't get
city.
on that train. That's it. Right?
Not necessarily. Grab something that represents us.
You know, I can use this little figure and just drop it down there.
Okay, that's you.
I thought you said us.
Well,
One
whoever.
of us, me, will have to stay here for this plan to work.
All right. Fair enough.
Something I would
Just
say.
outside, there's a second train that also leads out of City 17 through the quarantine zone.
Okay.
Both trains intersect here at Fairview Junction. You take your train, get there before his train, and hack into the controls. That'll let me take over the system. Train comes to a halt, you deal with the combine situation, and we get your dad
Sounds easy enough.
Good. Where's the train I'm taking?
out the back, through the yard. It's decommissioned, but I think I can hack into its controls. Oh, and get yourself a pair of Russells on the way out.
Russell's?
The gloves, Alyx. You know, the gravity gloves. I have a few sets through there. You can calibrate them out by the
The
ship.
gravity gloves.
We can do this,
Oh.
Alyx.
My TV's just turned off, so I can't see the video feed. Oh, it's actually my PC going to sleep. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that.
I'm with you every step of the way.
Yeah, my screen's black. What the? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm talking about real life stuff at this time of the post commentary. Well, at least I'm fucking up trying to get the gloves, so I should have mentioned it about this point. But apologies for that. But yeah, trying to get the gravity gloves is a bit of a pain in the ass without VR, because you gotta just get in the right position and get both of your hands in at the same time, and it's a bit awkward to do, but when you do it, you do it. So I was going to say something like the predecessor to the gravity gun. You got the gravity gloves, and I only have one and a bit of health there, which is something you can do. You can monitor your health and all that. But still looking around for that gnome and not finding anything. I was thinking maybe it's in this car. No, it's not. What you got to do is go outside, and then you can begin to calibrate the gravity gloves here, or the Russells as they're called. And this is something I never really did in my first playthrough, but you can actually open up like the car boots and car doors and all that, just to scavenge around for some items that may exist in the game. But
Alright, you know how this goes. There should be a bunch of junk
yeah,
down there.
this is where you
Aim at
begin
something
to
with your hand open.
test and calibrate the so-called Russells. And for your information, behind me to the left is a couch, and the gnome's actually on the couch there. So that's where it is. If you want to find it, I don't think I see it in this at all. But
Make a grip.
here we get introduced to grabbing stuff with the Russells.
Try again. You're on it. Yep.
See, on the left there, you just about saw it. There's a gnome behind the pillows on the couch. That's where it is. That's what you got to take through most of the game.
Perfect. We're done. Oh, wait. I almost forgot.
Alyx, up here! You're gonna need a gun! Don't worry, it's unloaded.
Epic bit.
It's unloaded now!
I remember seeing that from the trailer and thinking that was like awesome. Seeing how he throws a gun and then it just like, oh, it's unloaded. No, bang. Okay, it's unloaded now. So,
Oh, almost forgot. Guns need
but obviously guns need ammo also.
Here you go.
And there's an achievement here if you grab the ammo before it hits the ground, but I already did that in the first playthrough and I messed it up there. And you wouldn't believe how awkward it is to actually reload the guns in this. So that was a combination of holding shift and right mouse button and moving the pistol ammo into position. So I guess if I do a non-VR sort of review of Half-Life Alyx, and that's something I'll have to mention, is how awkward it is to load the guns initially, because it's not just pressing one button and it works. You have to use motion controls, and that's a whole series of button combinations. But what we're supposed to do is actually shoot the lock off the gate to go towards the train, which means that's going to be coming up to the end of the playthrough part. So I hope you enjoy me doing this kind of post commentary. I think I will be going over most of the game, and some of the stuff like exploration and puzzle solving I'll probably show it once, but then later on in the playthrough I'll cut it out because some parts would be insanely long otherwise. So yeah, you have to sort of like that's how you're supposed to do it, sort of like look up into the sky and drop the ammo down. But so you hear that sound, that's how you do it. But I usually like to press delete, which sort of scopes in, and that works most of the time to get ammo into the backpack. So here we go, we're going to go off to Fairview Junction, where I'll see you in the next part. I hope you've enjoyed this first part of Half-Life Alyx without VR, and my commentary on it. See you next time.